It's yet another episode. I'm Kelvin Steven,
And I'm Pearl Cardy.
and it's just
My
our POV.
POV.
So I came across this story. It's about a week old now
Yeah.
of a Ghanaian Texas-based pastor
Mhm.
who allegedly unalived his wife on the night of
Oh.
their wedding,
Oh.
right?
Why?
And here's the big shocker. He realized that she has just the same organ as he does. Right. Very interesting one. So according to the story, he stabbed her multiple times after he realized this. Yeah.
Oh, well, first of all, that is just terrible.
Terrible.
Outrightly terrible. First off, she is a problem.
Moving
How
problem.
do you date somebody,
Yeah.
say that you love the person, do all the unconditional, you string this guy along for so long that the guy now goes on one knee and proposes to you,
Right.
and you don't feel the need to speak up or say that, because you know why? I feel like during the course of their relationship, he definitely would have brought up that conversation, or she.
I can't
So,
disagree.
so now the thing is confusing me. Now I'm confused.
Well,
but you get me. The wife would have
yeah.
brought up that conversation to find out if her pastor husband will bend or
Yeah,
not
bend
bend.
for it.
So she would have figured out that he's not going to be there for it. 1, 2, he's a pastor. He preaches on the altar. He talks to
For
people about
real.
forgiveness, about all those things. How do you set him up like that?
I think she thought somewhere in her mind that because he's a pastor, he's very Christian-like to forgive and forget.
Kelvin, you're stressing me out. You're
For
stressing me
a
out with
topic
this
as
thing.
delicate as this is so
It can
messed
never
up.
be, because it's even
No.
much worse. It's even much worse with the fact that he's a pastor. He's a
Actually.
pastor who's talking about church, who is talking about preaching to people, about doing the right thing. You cannot, except you set him up. This thing is staged, though.
Actually,
to be honest,
staged. Because I heard that the members of the church were actually aware. A few members were aware that that's actually a trans woman.
that is so
Crazy.
terrible. That is so terrible. They planned it all together.
Yeah.
To be honest,
A little piece of advice to the dolls out there. Regardless your identity, whatever the case may be, if you're going to get involved with someone, I don't feel it's important that you put it out to this person that you are a transgender woman, and the transgender men are not left out of this topic, because I don't see why you want to build on something so important like that. This is a very sensitive topic. Sex is either appealing or disgusting. You don't want to put someone through the stress of having to find out that you have a penis like himself.
nah, that's
It's very disgusting.
it's
That's
unacceptable.
not a justification for killing anyone.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. But it's very unacceptable, especially
Yeah.
in this year and age where everyone is talking about the LGBTQ plus
Actually.
community, and there are so many sexes or gender,
Yeah, gender
that you can have. Yeah,
identities.
there are so many genders, so you can either be plus, and we're all accepting it. So how
Actually.
is it that you date somebody and you know what's going on, you refuse to tell the person? It's like you're telling the person you don't have a choice. You are here with me.
Yeah,
you
they
make the
must
person
take-
fall in love with
Why?
you. You go through
Why?
all of that
It's
process.
very
That is so
traumatic,
heartless.
honestly, very
Now-
selfish.
Now, while I agree that you don't have the right to take anyone's life, because you
Yeah.
cannot create a life, so you cannot be
Uh-huh.
taking anyone. So clearly, the pastor was in the wrong. But I really do feel like it was a setup, because you know that this guy is going to
Yeah.
lose his cool, especially when you've dated somebody too. You know how the
Yeah,
person's
you did
temperament
some-
to be.
now.
Then you don't
She
know.
saw the signs.
She now, yeah, and then
She
she
knew.
now decided until the wedding night.
Yeah, and also coming back to the pastor, I feel like in this life, right, as a human being, you should be able to manage your emotions. That's what makes you a human being.
absolutely.
You should be able to manage your emotions. Why? Anytime you want to make any move whatsoever, you should be able to give yourself, even if it's 3 seconds, to reflect on how hard you've worked to get to the stage that you are. I mean,
Mm.
if he had stopped to look at that, believe me, he's not going to kill her, because now
Yeah.
he's going to be spending his time behind bars.
Yeah, that's what he
And now she has
deserves.
actually escaped the punishment she's supposed to
No, don't
experience
worry.
on earth.
She's still going to answer God. Don't stress yourself.
We will leave that to God, honestly.
Yeah,
but
that's I
she
didn't
is
say.
just a narrow
I
way
didn't
out
say
of
she's
this
going
very
to
cruel
hell.
world.
But then the truth really is, at that moment in time,
Yeah.
that pastor, I promise you, he wasn't really in his right senses.
He can't
He
be in
could
his right
not have
senses.
been. The temper would have just been too much. The anger would have just been unexplainable and uncontainable, if there's any language like that.
swear.
He just couldn't help himself. Like, he's just like, oh, well, I
You
guess,
know.
because it's a bloody way to even take someone's life
Yeah.
by knife, like stabbing the person several times. That's so bloody and disgusting. Like,
Once,
he could have,
twice,
yeah,
12
he could
times,
have even felt
crazy.
disgusted at some point, but clearly he blacked out. So he just continued with the vex of, how could you do this to me after I
Not
told
very
you I love
godly.
you? That's just a lot.
I know, right?
Back to that conversation that we were saying about
Yeah.
exes. If you would stay with your ex, you go stay with that type.
No.
You move.
Uh-uh.
Anyways, this whole conversation has now brought me to the next thing that I would like us to talk about.
Yeah.
And it's something that everyone goes through. Healing. How do you heal from a thing like that? How does the pastor figure out? I know he's spending his time in jail, so it'll be
Right.
quiet times. You have a lot of time to think about it and recover from it. But healing is such a process that everyone has to go through.
Actually.
And a lot of people have different ways of going through it. But I know that you are still in your process of it. I'm still in my own process as well, by the way. It's just that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
personally, I've had my first share of too many traumatic incidents, believe me. And in the course of this, right, the only way I've been able to navigate my way out of the dark has been letting myself feel every single emotion.
Yeah.
So my advice to anybody who's going through anything, it's okay to feel whatever you feel to like the highest level. Cry, complain, feel it full, whatever the case may be. Just know that let yourself feel every single thing you want to feel. And that's the only way you can get out of it. Honestly.
Absolutely. I agree. I mean, feeling everything is very
Yeah.
important, and accepting the fact that you are a fool.
Yeah.
Fool. I just needed to do that.
Call you Mumu.
I just had to do
Honestly.
it. You need to accept the fact that you've been fooled. Now, I know
Yeah.
that there is also, after acceptance, there's the part where you now start to judge yourself. A lot of us feel like we're very special and we're very unique. But remember, it's only to yourself and to your
And
mama.
your mother.
You get it?
Period.
Yeah. So with that being said, why you feel like you're so special, you feel like you could do so much, you could be so much, and then
Yeah.
you now realize that you're the one who put that person on a pedestal that the person didn't deserve because of your own emotions.
Yeah.
Now, what happens when you give someone something that they don't deserve, or like wet pearls on a pig?
Yeah.
They are going to mess it up,
Mess it up. Big
fumble
time.
you. So this guy or babe is definitely going to fumble you because the person does not know what to do with that place that you've placed
Yeah.
them. So
you
clearly,
definitely want to feel everything, because there were so many things I learned about myself that I actually didn't know existed. You know?
Yeah, that's
So you get
for
to learn
real.
so many things. So you need to feel.
Another
Feel
part
it.
of it that I know that really hurts people is after feeling it, they start to beat themselves down. Don't do that. Learn to give yourself grace. It's okay for you to feel bad that you were fooled, but give yourself grace, knowing fully well that if you were in that situation without what you know now, you would still have had the same feeling, the same reaction. You still have handled it the same way. So that's, one way to look at it.
That's fair. So that brings us to the issue of love bombing, right? If you don't already know, this is like the situation where you meet this new person and the person is like all over the place, head over heels, hitting you up with the morning texts, the consistent calls, checking up on you in your break hours, literally hitting up on you to know everything that's happening in your life, right? In as much as you can feel butterflies as a result of this cynosure attention you're getting,
Oyibo.
it could get a little funny. What do you think about love bombing?
Love bombing for millennials are, I think that that's cool. We see the romance in it. How do you know if
Right?
somebody loves you if the person doesn't call you, message you, text you, check on you?
Right.
I mean, it's kind of weird. I know, and I know that you said unnecessary, but that is quite necessary for courting. If you're going to court somebody or date somebody, you're going to at least express or be checking on the person. I think
Yeah.
that, for Gen Zs, you guys see it a little bit differently. Maybe because usually it kind of makes you guys feel like, oh my goodness, I don't have the moment to figure out how I feel about this person in
Uh-huh.
return. However, that is why millennials, we take our time when we're dating. We don't
That's
just
fair.
go and just jump into that relationship like that. Love,
Yeah.
like if somebody tells you I like you, but then the person doesn't call you or send you any message or anything like that.
Yeah.
How
How
are
am I
you
supposed
how are
to
you supposed
know
to,
or believe
yeah.
that, oh, this person
Yeah, that the
actually
person
likes
really
me?
feels
Makes
something for
sense.
you. So
Well, for the Gen Z, I feel like the reason why we tend to paint love bombing something not so pretty is
mhm.
that, in as much as it's beautiful to get this attention from this person, it oftentimes ends with someone ghosted you. Like, this individual works so hard to get your attention, knowing
Yeah.
that they don't even deserve it,
Mhm.
by the way.
Mhm.
And then you eventually give it to them, and then they realize that, oh wow, this person, be like, say, don't fall for me. And this nigga
Uh-huh.
goes MIA.
Well, that's the thing. That's the
Yeah.
difference, like I said, when it comes to millennials. Millennials don't just fall so quickly like that. As I
No,
love
they don't.
bombing them, then they enjoy them.
I know,
Now, waiting
right?
with they feel. You get me? That's why you take us on dates. That's why you buy us gifts. That's why it takes us like some months before we
Yeah.
get into it. But then with you guys are like, oh my God, he sent me flowers. You do a video. He sent me
Uh-huh.
dinner. You do another video. We're
Uh-huh.
going on vacation. Baba don't plan that vacation. And he don't plan
Right.
3 days or 5 days where you go chop everything. As they
Clean mouth.
lick like that.
Oh
Baba go don't
my.
chop everything. So by the time he's done, when
Yeah.
you come back, what's he trying to get? It's like he's gained everything that he has already put in, that he has already
Uh-huh.
worked for. This was the end point, and I put in XYZ, and I've already got it. But when you delay it, then you now have the chance to know him, to figure out if you like him,
Yeah.
to figure out how you actually feel about him. You
Yeah.
know all those things now, all the things that you'll be
For
using
real.
to
I
buy
honestly
time.
don't blame people who, as a result of multiple people
Yeah.
ghosting them, you tend to bottle up your emotion and play
Yes.
the
Yes.
nonchalant, I don't give a
Aha.
fuck type shit, type
Yeah.
shit. Uh-huh.
And that's the thing. I think that that's a
Yeah.
guy thing. People who
Yeah.
ghost you are usually
They're
like a
usually
guy
guys.
thing. And it's because guys aren't really the type of people who like to confront situations
Yeah.
head on. Like,
Yeah.
it's not really what they
It's not
like
their
to do.
nature.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They like to be told nice things. That's
Mm-hmm.
why when they're with you, they want you to just be smiling and show them all the love so that they can go enjoy and I
Eh,
absorb all your good, sweet
too
energy
bad.
without giving out anything. They are not ready to face the real situation. So they will run away.
Yeah.
That's a
And
guy
just so
move.
you know, individuals out there, for those of you who love bomb people and at the end of the day you ghost them, you need to know that you are a very big loser. It takes being a loser, it takes being having the greatest you need to be very insecure with yourself before you will stay. You work so hard. Is that how fruitless
So
you
the thing
are?
is,
Like, you don't want to get somewhere. You work so hard. You get someone, then you ghost the person.
because you don't want to face the person and tell the person the actual truth that you weren't
For
worth
real, you're
it
a
in the
big
first place.
coward.
It's
Very
just,
big.
well, the thing is, it's because of the way that you're seeing it. And I don't know
That's
why
in
you're trying to remove
campaign.
yourself from
Don't.
guys.
I am not
Because you're
there.
a
Oh,
guy.
no.
You are actually.
Now, justice
No,
that
let me
I
say
am
it.
not.
No, because I know
Uh-uh.
that you're very selective. If you
I
have
am
the
not a man.
opportunity
I'm
to
not
be
a
a guy,
guy.
you will select the moments you're a guy and select the moments that you
I
want to
like to
not be a
finger
guy.
pick, fair to
You see,
say.
that's what I'm saying. So you're still amongst. The truth
Yeah.
is, guys enjoy. That's why they enjoy their own company. Because your
Right.
guy go there with you, say, no worry. Now man, you be
Yeah.
everything dey okay. But you go home and your wife will say, you haven't paid for this, you haven't done this, because
That's bro coded.
it's a problem that you have to solve. You cannot ignore or lie your way out of it. But it's kind of another thing that they do.
They
kinda
just hide
like to
under the
lie.
umbrella
Yeah.
of bro code.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, bro
I'll
code.
be your guy,
It's
I'll be
a
your bro,
golden
and-
ticket to messing up.
It's so funny that guys are able to just hide under that idea, like where they go, they lie to each other just because they don't want to accept the real issue. But then your issues don't disappear if you don't face them head on.
Actually.
You wanted to continue.
And it leaves me thinking about something. Friendships. How genuine are male friendships?
None at all.
When I say how genuine, I mean if we're going to play with the bro code card, how genuine are the friendships? Because some guys actually do not like their friends.
They don't.
But they are going to laugh with them and everything.
Yes.
Unlike the girls who actually, when she don't like this babe, she
no
actually
lie,
doesn't like the babe.
and
She's
that's
going
what
to
I
frown.
mean.
She's going to shitty talk. She's going to do all of these things. But a guy will actually not like you, want you dead, but be your friend.
Yes. So
Smoke with you, drink with you, all of that.
So that he can poison you later
Too
on
bad.
at night. Get it? So
Get
guys
it?
out there, check your back. Or watch
Open your
back.
eye. Watch your back. For
That's
real.
what it is.
Your bro could be the one with the knife.
Exactly. Not the babes.
Not the babes.
With that
She's
being
not your
said,
problem.
She's really not your problem because she's not even in
Oh
competition with you,
my.
just so you know. Anyways, we've been talking a lot today on Just My POV, and I hope that you've picked a thing or two out of this, learning how to heal, learning how to hold your temper, and how to rethink.
Manage your emotions.
Yeah, all that. And then also remembering that even your friendships could be frenemies, some of
Shaky.
them. Okay, until
Bro
next
code.
time, guys. We'll catch you later. Mwah.
Mwah.